What is going on, nerds? Today I'm playing Scizor Galvantula, which managed to be favored in both the top decks, Charizard and Drago. So Galvantula, for a grass and a colorless, is 50, if it has lightning energy attached, it does 130, and your opponent's active Pokemon's ability is 50 more, so it does 180 for a grass and a lightning, which one hits Charizard EX. Now this may seem hard to power up, but I play 4 Reversal Energy, which is 3 Rainbow Energy on an evolution, as long as I'm behind on prizes, which essentially allows me to power up Galvantula in 1 energy attachment and easily one-hit a Charizard. My other attackers include Scizor, which just does damage based on a Pokemon I play with an ability, really solid, and can knock out a lot of other decks other than Zard and Regidrago. And then Radiant Charizard just does a simple 250 late game, which is really powerful along with the Luminous Energy I play to power it up. Now, it may seem like Drago would be a bad matchup, but I played Neutralization Zone. This single card turns it to a really good matchup. It essentially says that non-Rulebox Pokemon can't be hit by Rulebox Pokemon as long as it's in play. The problem is that they could just replace it with a Stadium, but Drago specifically doesn't tend to play any Stadiums at all, meaning Neutralization Zone pretty much automatically wins that matchup. They can't place damage counters on my bench, but they don't have any way to place damage counters on my active, meaning that once I get down to a single Pokemon left, they just kind of lose. Additionally, I play a lot of Gusting cards, just because it's really nice to be able to knock out things that are easier to knock out with Scizor or Galvantula, because some of them are active, might not have an ability, or they might have less powerful things in the active. Like they might have something hard to knock out in the active, so I can Gust past. And that's the list. Let's get into some games. I decided to go second, which might seem somewhat weird, considering that I could get an attack earlier if I go first, and I don't need a whole lot of setup. But a lot of times I actually want to go behind early, and going second just guarantees I get set up, and then I can go behind pretty easily, and that could be really powerful. So second is actually surprisingly good. It looks like I am fighting a Charizard deck. I did see in his mulligan he also played Arcanine EX, which is a really interesting inclusion. But this, in theory, should be a pretty good matchup. I'm going to get a bunch of Joltiks in play immediately, because they're just really, really good in this matchup. They're essentially the main attacker in this matchup. Of course, I can attack with other things, but Joltik is the preferable attacker. If he gets a Zard up, I can immediately KO with a Galvantula, most likely. If I find a Galvantula, which in this specific hand is actually looking a little harder than I'd like, but still doable. Anyway, at this point, I'm going to end my turn. Now, the scary thing for him is if he does not evolve up to a Charizard, he has 2 abilities in play, and my Scizor just simply knocks him out. Also, Night Stretcher is so useful in this deck. That new card from Shroud of Fable just to get back whatever attacker I need, super nice. He Ultra Balls, okay. If he gets Zard, I will need to find Galvantula. However, I don't think I'm going to have a problem finding Galvantula. He does get Bitter out. He might miss Zard. We'll see. Does look like he Ultra Ball away at Research, which makes me assume he has an Arven or some other supporter in hand. Very interesting to see Research and Zard, but I know this is kind of a unique list. I'm very interested to see if he gets anything else in play. Because if he doesn't manage to get much else in play, this can be really good for me. It looks like he might not have the Zard. Research. Okay, that could find him Zard. We'll see. If he does find the Zard, I can still likely take 2 prizes with Galvantula, so it's still not a huge worry. If he doesn't find the Zard, this is probably a very good position, because I can just knock out his Charmander. Now, we might get another Zard up the next turn, but still. Ooh, Ultra Ball. That's likely getting Zard, which means I will have to find Galvantula. Thankfully, I play plenty of Pokemon Search. I have essentially 7 outs in deck, depending on my prizes. I mean, a maximum of 7 outs. Yeah, it looks like he has Zard, so it's going to candy up to it. Makes sense. Yep. And he's going to knock me out, but then my Galvantula is immediately going to knock him out in return, and that's going to be really tough for him to recover from. I also think I do Night Stretcher back my... maybe I don't. I think maybe it's better to keep the Night Stretcher for later. Of course, we'll go to the bottom of Iono, but I'm going to shuffle my deck at some point, so I can always find it again. I don't think Scizor is as necessary, although it is good against the Arcanine, which he's definitely going to be attacking with soon. I will bring up... well, he does retreat, but he's not going to for very soon, because I'm going to evolve him. I'll just bring up Joltik. I mean, maybe I should bring up Scyther, but I'm going to evolve it before Iono, so I just kind of have to be forced into a decision anyway. I can Nest Ball for another Scyther, sure. I can touch another Reversal ahead of time. I can evolve, and I gotta hope the Iono gets slightly lucky. I don't have to get very lucky. I just have to get slightly lucky. Will suck if I don't, though. There we go. Galvantula. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. How much damage is that doing? I'm curious. It's doing 360. That's enough for sure. So now I just one-hit a Zard. That's pretty cool. Well, that is nice for sure. Another Galvantula out of the prize as well. I mean, I'm not going to be behind for a little while. Which is not ideal, but it's probably manageable. But, wow. Knocking out Zard immediately is really fun. Let's see what he brings up. I'm not so sure how set up he is. I feel like he's probably not all that set up, although he doesn't do much to get the Arcanine up, to be honest. And I can't do too much to his Arcanine. I can do something. Ooh, Magma Basin. That kind of damages him. Also, I think Radiant Charizard can help me knock out an Arcanine later pretty solidly, which is good. So I'm not too worried. I do want to gust his Bibarel. However, that's a little bit difficult to do in this specific situation. Magma Basin would be nice if I actually played Basic Fire Energy. Luminous Energy, I'm pretty sure, only counts as fire while attached to a Pokemon, so I can't actually use it in the same way. Like, I can't use it with Magma Basin because it isn't a special fire energy unless it's in this card. This doesn't say anything about not counting special energy, but sadly Luminous only counts when it's attached, so yeah. Otherwise, I'll totally Magma Basin on Luminous. So that'll be pretty cool to power my Radiant Charizard, but doesn't quite work, no worries. Ultra Ball, there gets the Arcanine. I think Arcanine actually might damage itself, if I remember correctly. I might be misremembering, though, but I think it does damage itself. We will see. Let me see. I need to read him. So, the problem is currently I'm not doing all that much damage to his Pokemon. Just based on the fact he doesn't have many abilities in play. So, 100's fine, but I definitely prefer more. But I don't think I'm going to really get to more right now, so I'm just going to have to deal with what I got. And what I got is not terrible. Now I'm assuming he's just going to evolve to the Arcanine and hit me. Still can't remember how Arcanine damages itself. I think it does. I didn't actually read it when he searched for it. It's kind of hard to click on it fast enough, but that's okay. It's interesting why it's taking so long. I don't know what he's thinking about. He's going to incise. Okay, that's what he was thinking. He was thinking he's going to incise before evolving, I'm assuming. I don't know why you would ever incise before evolving. What? Fire? Oh, he's knocking out with Growlithe. Wait, I can just knock out his Growlithe then, right? Of course I need to find the energy. But that shouldn't be that difficult. I should just be able to knock him out. I think I do research here. It's not perfect. I don't want to research necessarily. But I think it's correct. Even though I do lose a reversal, which does suck. Oh, I have double reversal in hand. I think I got an Iono if I find one. Okay, good. Because, yeah, I can't research with double reversal in hand. I don't think it's ever worth it. It would be nice, but I don't think it's worth it. Hopefully I find an energy. I do find an energy. Yes! Perfect. I can even evolve my active, actually. And then attach the energy. And then punishing Scissors for 110. He definitely should have evolved up. Because now I just knock out his Growlithe. And that's going to look really tough for him. Ooh, Luminous. Yes, I like that. This prize trade is looking almost impossible for him. If he played Dusknoir, maybe he could manipulate prize trade in some way, but even then, I don't think he could really manipulate in the way he wants. Anyway, he brings... Oh, he could technically manipulate it some with Dusknoir. It's very possible that could be an option. Huh, Moltres, okay. Magma Basin. That does damage to Moltres, and the Moltres will knock me out now. It's funny how my deck is all weak to fire and is still favored in Charizard because it's a dark type, not a fire type. Kind of interesting. So yeah, he's got the Moltres, got the energy on it. I mean, this deck seems to be kind of rolling over him right now. Maybe he'll change up. If he gets a Zard up, I can't immediately KO the Zard, which is really my only problem. But other than that, I'm like super set up, so I don't worry too much. Also, I Iono'd him before, which is kind of nice. He's down 3 Research and a Mila. And 3 Ultra... Oh, where can he Zard? Oh, no. That Zard. Really? Huh. That's actually tougher for me. Because it's a lot harder to KO that kind of Zard. I guess I can try to 2-hit it and it'll probably work fine. Yeah, 2-hitting that Zard should work fine. I can just hit it with Scizor and then finish off with Galvantula, right? Because let's see. 1, 2, 3. I'm doing 150. Then I'll be doing... Oh, I'm only doing 130. 150 plus 130 is 280. That's not quite enough. It might actually be harder to knock out the Zard than I thought it would be. But 150 plus... Oh, even 150 plus 150 is not enough. Jeez. I was not expecting him to play this type of Zard, but... Oh! Wait, of course. Radiant Charizard. I do 150, then I attack with Radiant Charizard. And that's how I knock him out. Yeah. I should be fine. Because I should just be able to hit him with the Scizor, then finish him off with Radiant Charizard, and then I should be good. I will fail this Poffin. I can't actually get anything from it. The failing, it's fine. I don't like losing Luminous, but I'm not too worried about it. Neutral Center! Oh my gosh. Neutralization Zone here is insane, actually. That's crazy. Because I remove his Stadium. If I had Iono'd him, it would be even better, but that's okay. I think I still put it out now. Because now he's going to have a lot more trouble hitting me. If he has to retreat the Zard, that's going to be really tough on him. Evolve up. I could get back something. Is there anything worth getting back? I could get back a Metal next turn if I need it. I think I'll just save that for whatever I need to get back. Oh, I can actually Nest Ball for Radiant Charizard. He might Gust Radiant Charizard. But I do play a Switch. Let's see if the Switch is left in deck. It is not, which means Radiant Charizard could get stuck, and that's my biggest worry. And also, it is a rule box, so we can knock it out. In fact, I don't think I get Radiant Charizard. I think I just hope I find it next turn. I probably should have held the Nest Ball, actually. Well, I guess I don't have a Fruit Creator, so I guess I probably shouldn't involve the other one to Scizor either. I just gotta get the Radiant Charizard. He might Gust it, knock it out. That would be problematic. However, Night Stretcher can get it right back. So I'm gonna rely on that. Oh, it does 160, not... Oh, it actually... Scizor does a different amount of damage than I thought. It does 160. I don't need Radiant Charizard because it's 160, not 150. I was thinking 150 times 2 doesn't knock him out. But yeah, I don't need Radiant Charizard because of Scizor. I didn't even catch that. So putting out Radiant Charizard was a mistake. However, I'm not sure... Oh, he replaced my Stadium. Okay. Sure. That's fine. The good thing is he's about to lose his Scizor. Let's see, how much is Galvantula doing? It's doing 130. 130 is not enough. I think I'm going to attack with Scizor because I can use the Reversal Energy. And using Reversal Energy is pretty important. Share on the active. Why? Is he going to retreat it? Maybe he's going to retreat it. Interesting choice. I was not expecting that. Arven, okay, sure. I know what Arven really helps him with right now. Maybe he gets another Vibro or something. But it seems like it's not doing too much for him. Switch. Oh, he's going to switch into Moltres. Okay. That's fine, actually. I think I might actually Nightly Stretcher to get back Scyther just for a Fruit Retreater. Because Fruit Retreat is nice to have. Switch, yep. Okay. So he goes down to 2. I knock him out. Yeah. Because he doesn't have any Dusknoir line to play, I should still be able to win as long as I find a Gust next turn. Which is pretty likely. I think I do knock him out with Galvantula. Maybe? Or I knock him out with... Yeah, I knock him out with Galvantula. That's the correct attacker to use here. If he does get the other kind of Zard up, I will have to power up a new Galvantula. That's, I think I attach Reversal to the new Galvantula so I can knock out the other kind of Zard if he tries to get into play. Although he's probably going to attack with Radiant Charizard over anything else. But that can't attack next turn, so that actually will buy me a turn if he doesn't get enough energy on it. He's retreating? What? I was not expecting him to do that. Okay, let's see. 50, 100... Yeah, I'm going to be able to knock out Radiant Charizard with Scizor, so I'm good. Yeah, Scizor knocks him out. In fact, knock down a 1-prizer better than knock down a 2-prizer. I think, because then I can go back behind on prizes again. Ooh. I think I do it. Well, I'm gonna research anyway, so I attach Luminous because it's gonna stay active. Because either way, I'm losing something. So a Night Stretcher. Get back Scizor. It's a fruit creator, might as well get it back. Research. Should be able to knock him out here, right? Yeah, or I can counter catcher its Charizard. And I do have a boss in hand. However, I will need an energy. Because I can't attack anything without an energy. Therefore, I think I knock this out. And then I counter catcher next turn and use it for games. Although I will need an energy still, won't I? So I need to find an energy. That's definitely doable, though. I have a Night Stretcher left. Or I keep calling it Night Stretcher, just Night Stretcher. But I know it translated as Night Stretcher from Japan, and that's why I'm calling it that. Yeah, I literally just need an energy. In fact, literally any kind of energy that I play will work. As long as Scizor is in deck. I think there is a Scizor in deck that I can Ultra Ball for, which means any kind of energy should work. As long as I Ultra Ball for Scizor. Which is great. Let's see who he brings up. He brings up Charmeleon. If he knocks me out with that Charizard, my Galvantula just wins. Why would he do that? That seems very weird. Because then Galvantula just knocks out the Zard immediately and I win. Or I guess any attacker is right now sus, but he could. Wouldn't he bring up this guy so he can retreat it for 2 into Moltres, which he Magma Basins onto, and then knocks me out with Moltres? Because if he knocks me out with Moltres, then he has a 1 prizer in the active and can try to win the prize trade if I miss a Gust. So it's kind of weird to see the way he's doing this. Charmander, okay. I am worried he's going to Iono me. That's really the main way I could lose. However, I've not seen Iono yet. He might... Maybe he is retreating to Moltres. Oh, okay. Yeah, looks like he's Magma Basing on a Moltres. Yep, he's retreating to Moltres. Now, the worry is he Ionos me. That could lose the game. Arvin. That's not an Iono. So I should just be fine. I think I win this. Him playing this Charizard is so weird to me. The 151 Charizard is a very odd choice. Yeah, no Iono, so I think I just have game on board, because I can counter catcher, he doesn't knock me out, and I can boss. So I'm just chilling. Very interesting game, but what else can he do? Let's see, is there anything he can do? Has he used an ace spec yet? He hasn't. He could stamp me. That's his one option, he could stamp me. I forgot about stamp. So actually stamp could win in the game. He does not stamp me. Yes! Oh my gosh. So I should most likely win this. There's a small chance it doesn't work out. Very small. But it is there. Iono, okay. Ultra Ball away. Poffin and Ultra Ball. For Scizor. There is an energy in deck. There's a research in deck. I should just be able to draw into it guaranteed. As long as either of these gears hits a Pokemon. Or hits a research. Which is extremely likely, but technically not guaranteed. Research, yes. Okay, that should guarantee game. Because no matter what, I'm finding at least one of the energy need. I know he's got enough abilities. Yep, research. And then attach metal. And then punishing Scissors for game. Wow. This deck's fun. This deck is really fun. It's surprisingly good. I mean, that Galvantula, taking that early knockout was kind of insane. I'm glad he gives me a thumbs up at the end. That's nice of him. Alright, on to the next game. Looks like I'm fighting Zard again. My setup is looking pretty good, actually. I'm liking this. Nest Ball, yep. I'm interested to see how early up his Zard he gets. Turn 2 is not unlikely. But if he does get turn 2, I'm going to hope I can get the turn 2 Galvantula to knock him out immediately in return. Additionally, I'm sure at some point in this game, Neutralization Zone could come and play. Just because that could really allow me to block the damage from Charizard. Which would be very helpful. Jirachi. What kind of damage counters is he thinking I'm playing? I don't have damage counters in my deck. Interesting, okay. Well. Aw, man, looks like I got a Joltik prized. And I got Galvantula for eyes, wow. Well, I only need one, technically. Well, I prefer more, but I only need one. I could Iono to save Radzard. I don't want to give him a new hand, but I think I do Iono to save Radzard, actually. I think it's worth. I don't like giving him a new hand because he didn't seem that set up. However, who knows? Maybe he had an Arvin or some kind of crazy setup. I don't know what was in his hand. Neutral Center. I think I wait to use a Neutralization Zone here. Because I could immediately go for it. But I could immediately start attacking with Scizor next turn. The thing is, this early he probably can't find a replacement stadium. So you know what? I'm actually going to put it out. Because it means he essentially can't do anything for a little while. He's just kind of sitting there. Which is helpful. And next turn I should be able to retreat through my Scizor and knock out his... and start damaging him. And this neutral center... I call it neutral center because that's a Japanese translation, but Neutralization Zone... that's so hard to say. Anyway, that card is really useful at slowing him down here. And just allowing him to get a few Scizor hits in a row. While he can't really do much. Oh, he evolves Bibarel, okay. Good for me, I guess. Radzard. No way he put down another ability. That seems like a huge mistake to ever put down another ability. Oh, come on! You are so lucky, bro. It was in hand. Oh my god. Dang it. I bet you that's the only stadium he plays too, and it just happened to be in hand. Well, he might not get his Zard. Oh, he's probably getting his Zard. Wow. That was really lucky. Wow. That's not ideal. I guess we see if he gets his Zard. He does not. Okay. Maybe I'm fine. Like, he didn't get the Zard, so there's not... And I can knock out his Bibarel. So, I think I do evolve, by the way. He could Gust it, but at the same time, he could Iono me, and Iono means I'm probably not finding Galvantula when I have one prize, so... And knock out his Bibarel, okay. Maybe this is okay. Another Galvantula, that is nice. Of course, I'm not going to be behind for a sec, but the thing is, he has no draw engine anymore. He did not get Zard. He might not find it. He might. He might not, I'm not sure. Seems like he didn't have much, and he's relying on top deck for a little while, and he has no Bibarel. So this is actually looking really tough for him. If he brings out Charmander, I think he's messing up. I mean, he might bring up Charmander anyway. No, I thought he was going to bring up Jirachi or Radiant Charizard. Radiant Charizard, though, probably wouldn't make sense because it'd be stuck in the active, so Jirachi makes sense. Especially considering Lost Turo, it'll be super stuck in the active. But I mean, I'm still able to knock out his Jirachi. It does remove an ability from his field, which helps him. But knocking out Jirachi is still a very powerful play. I think I still attach Reversal. Might as well get set up ahead of time and then knock out his Jirachi, take another prize. Hopefully it's a Draw Sporter. I play a lot of Draw Sporters and I play a lot of Gears, you know? Scyther. Not ideal, but it's fine. Well, who's he bringing up? I can't knock out... Actually, I can knock out his Charmanders. I didn't even think about that, because his Charmanders has 60 HP. I was thinking, oh, I do 50 damage, but it's 10 plus, so I'm doing 60 damage, and therefore can knock out his Charmanders. Which is pretty important, you know? Because he's about to lose a Charmander because of that. Now, if I top deck a Gear and find a boss, that could be ridiculous. I'm surprised that this he's this poorly set up. Man, I should be more words there anyway. But yeah, I am very surprised. Oh, I don't know. That could get him set up. We'll see. He got lucky to remove the neutral zone, but got unlucky in every other way. So I guess the collapse stadium didn't help him that much. I don't know if my own is nice. Does he have Rare Candy Zard? I'm going to take a wild guess and say no. But that's just me being hopeful. Ultra, yeah. Looks like there's either a Million or a Zard coming here. If it's a Million, I can try and gust it. Million. No! Okay, I think he has Rare Candy. Okay, fine. I knew that was coming soon. Was kind of prepared for it. And I can handle it. In fact, I'm thinking if I Gust his Radiant Charizard here, he can't really do anything for a few turns, can he? If I Gear on the boss, Gust his Radiant Charizard, what can he do at that point? He would have to get another Zard up to get it retreated. Oh, what? Wait, what? Did he mean to do that? Was that a mistake? Oh no! Oh no! I think he made a mistake. I think he misclicked. No, that's so scary. Oh no. That's so bad for him. What's he even supposed to do now? Okay, Oh, I kind of feel bad now, because I think he misclicked. Gear fails. Please tell me to research gear. I don't want an Iono. Okay, thank goodness. I mean, that helps me, but at the same time I feel bad, because I think he just misclicked. Yikes, that's one of the worst misclicks I've seen. I guess I didn't need to evolve the other Scizor, to be honest. Well, that's gonna cause him issues. I mean, let's see. How does he win here? If he attaches the Radiant Charizard, he can knock me out with it right now. And then I can't knock it out immediately in return. However, it also misses a turn of attacking. So, I don't know if it does that much that I can't knock it out immediately, to be honest. So, like, he hits me with Radzard. Makes sense. He doesn't need energy for that, though. He doesn't have the energy. If he doesn't find the energy, then he just kind of loses. And even if he finds the energy, I think it's still... Let's see. What are his options? He could Gust my Scizor and I miss the energy. That is an option. Ultra Ball. That gets a Lumineon, I assume. Yes, Lumineon. That's what I thought. That is another ability, and it's a Neutralizer, though. So now I'm one-hitting his Radiant Charizard because he has another ability in play. Which is pretty important. So, let's see. He gets Roxanne. Okay. So a small hand, if he knocked me out and I have a small hand, I could just miss an attack. Now, eventually I'll be down enough prizes that Galvantula does activate, but that doesn't happen immediately. He could also get another Charizard now that he has a Charmander. If he misses the attack, he's in trouble. However, all he needs is an energy, technically. He is down 3 and has 1 attack. He does Super Rod back 2, or 3. Can he find an energy? I don't see any way he would search an energy, and he just got rid of his Seal Stone. He has no Pidgeot. So I don't think he has any way to draw cards, unless, I guess Unfair Sample's away, but he can find Unfair Sample, looks like. Oh, and I top deck Metal. Oh my gosh. That was so lucky. Well, this is looking tough for him. Now, the worry for me... Well, I guess I could always use Radiant Charizard. Radiant Charizard doesn't care if I'm behind. It just cares that my opponent has taken a lot of prizes. He gets Zard. Good for him. I was honestly not expecting that. But now my Scizor's doing 160. Which is good damage. So if I just keep attacking with Scizors, should be alright. Now, of course, he could power up both Zards and keep pivoting between them. Yeah, no, that's actually a good strategy if he pivots back and forth between the Zards. Now, let's see. What would he do last minute? Last minute, he could Iono me. He could keep gusting my Galvantulas, and if I have no Galvantulas and he Ionos me late game, that could work, especially if he's switching back and forth between Zards. That's a lot to ask, but his Counter Catcher is activated, so he could always knock out all my Galvantulas and kind of put me in a situation where I can't do much because he goes back and forth between the Zards with Turos and switches. And whenever he switches, if he ever Turos the Zard, it's actually even tougher for me because of the fact that he removes an ability from play. If he gets Pidgeot in play, I think he might be messing up because that does allow me to easily knock out his Lumineon. Burning Darkness, yep. Now the problem is Iono only gets me to see 2 cards, which is way less than I want to see. Poffin, okay. I'll get a Scyther, I think I would get Joltik. So I think Joltik's better here. Well, Scyther is for retreat, but I'll get a Joltik. Just getting a bunch of Joltiks and stuff with reversals is nice to have a bunch of possible attackers. I will Iono. Maybe it's a mistake to Iono, but I do want to see a little deeper. That's honestly not great. Let's see, 160. Okay. He knocks me out. I bring up Scizor. And then I'm just going to have to let him take a bunch of knockouts until I can one-hit him. But by the time, if he has Radiant Charizard, my prize trade could be ruined. Might have actually been a reason to keep the previous hand because I had Counter Catcher, but I don't know. This is sketchy because this deck relies so much on being behind, and I got way ahead. Maybe I got 2 ahead, but I think it was worth it because it did ruin his setup. Him getting back Radiant Charizard is scary, but he does not have an engine in play right now. However, he has plenty of turns to find that engine, because I'm not really doing much right now. You know? Not doing much for multiple turns here. We'll see how this goes. Arven. Ooh, okay. I'm glad that Steel Stone's in the discard, because otherwise he pretty much would guarantee a Pidgeot here. Poffin and Choice Belt. Huh. That's not what I was expecting to get, actually. Poffin and Choice Belt is a very interesting decision there. Fails. Why even get Poffin in your fail? Are you out of candies or something? No way he's out of candies. He's 2 in the discard. But I don't know why we get Poffin and fail it. Like, wouldn't you get candy so you can buy a Pidgeot later? I don't know. It doesn't really matter that much, I guess, but it still seems like a weird decision. Bring up Scizor. One Nest Ball for a Scyther, for sure. I guess he can't get up Pidgeot, so he's just spinning. Because it is definitely not safe for him to get a Pidgeot. Get a Scyther. Because I just gotta keep letting him knock me out, you know? Sure. Turn. Let him take 3 knockouts. That's crazy. But I think that's what I gotta do. It looks like he's not played Dusknoir. If he played Dusknoir, he could really manipulate the price trade and make this quite a bit harder on me. Now, if I do find energy of certain types, Radiant Charizard becomes a viable option. For instance, if I top deck a Luminous Energy, I can actually knock him out 1 turn earlier as long as he continues attacking with this same Charizard. However, I don't expect him to fall for that. I expect that he's going to retreat once he gets down to 2 in case of Radiant Charizard. In fact, I got to put down Radiant Charizard? I think I'm going to put down Radiant Charizard, yeah. Okay. Bring up Scyther. Problem is, his Radiant Charizard probably going to... Okay, good. Very, very good. Research. Okay. Could attack is active. I don't think that's worth it. That's Radiant Charizard. Now I've always pretty much got the option to win on the field. In fact, I have game next turn if he knocks me out. And he kind of has to knock me out, so I just have game next turn, I think. I could Stretcher. I'm not going to Stretcher, though. I win next turn, I think, no matter what. Because even if he doesn't take a knockout, I attach a Metal to Radiant Charizard, and then I boss his Lumineon and knock it out. If he knocks out Radiant Charizard, then... Oh. That could actually... Maybe... Oh, he gets another ability. So now, even if he knocks out Radiant Charizard, I Nightly Stretcher back Scizor, boss his Lumineon, knock it out with Scizor. So I'm assuming he knocks out Radiant Charizard. Or he could Iono me. Okay, he attacks Radiant Charizard. That's what I was kind of expecting. Vacuum. Removes Collapse Stadium, I guess. That's fine. Okay, sounds good. Makes sense. This is really close, but I think I got it. Let's see. Iono, Counter Catcher. That could work. If he Ionos and Counter Catchers me, he has a small chance. But that could work. This is actually kind of crazy, because I think... Okay, wait. Is he restraining the other... He doesn't have the energy for Radzard! Oh my gosh, does he have Iono? Does he have Iono Counter Catcher? Iono Counter Catcher is still an option even with that attacker. Yep, Iono, okay. Actually, he doesn't need Counter Catcher, does he? Yeah, he doesn't need Counter Catcher. Yeah, I was thinking he needed Counter Catcher. He doesn't, because, yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, he hits me. The thing is, I still have 2 attackers that can win his Zard, but if he attacks the Radiant Charizard next turn, then that doesn't matter as much. I could hit him with my Radiant Charizard here? I might as well, to be honest. No, I actually don't. Because he could try to stall me for a few turns if I do that. Well, it doesn't matter if he stalls me, because I'm going to find a boss off research. So, I mean, I don't think he's ever taken 2 prizes at once, so... Wow. I don't like losing that. And the thing is, could just attack here. And then I have the counter catcher to seal the game whenever I want. Right? Yeah. Because I don't even want to lose a counter catcher. I think I just... I mean, he could Iono me again, so... But I don't want to lose... Yeah, I just stack. Because counter catcher should work in a sec. And I can gust anything I want. You can't knock out both Galvantulas. In fact, even if knocked out Galvantula, I still have Radiant Charizard. So, if he passes... Or if he attacks with Radiant Charizard. If he attacks with Radiant Charizard and a Gust, he would have to attack with Radiant Charizard and Iono again. And somehow that Iono, I don't find what I need. Wait, he can't counter catcher now, can he? We're tied. So essentially, he can't Iono and Gust unless he plays Prime Catcher. I don't know if he plays Prime Catcher. That's actually his option. Prime Catcher. Then... Oh, another Working. Okay. Sure, get another energy in play. So yeah, he Prime Catcher something. Then attack with Radiant Charizard. Plus an Iono. And then he could win. That could definitely work. Oh, he gets the energy on Radiant Charizard. Now he has Iono, right? Iono Prime Catcher? Or at least... He needs Iono Prime Catcher. How many Ionos is he down? That's a good question. 2. Oh, Prime Catcher. He needs the other Iono. If he has the other Iono, he might win this. It's not guaranteed, but it's very likely. Come on. Does he have the Iono? Oh my gosh. No, he doesn't! Oh! Yes! Yes! I'm behind. I'm gonna go big. I'm gonna knock out the undamaged one, because that's gonna be fun. You know, I could knock out anything, but the undamaged one's fun. So, you know what? That's what I'm going for. Counter Catcher the undamaged one, and Shocking Web for game. Oh my gosh. That was surprisingly close. Having to be behind makes it so it's often close games. That was really fun. I hope you enjoyed this deck. I certainly did. It was way better than I expected. Sadly, I didn't get to fight against Drago. However, I'm sure the matchup is very good. And I'm sure it wouldn't be that interesting to watch, considering it's just, they can't do anything if I have the stadium. So it's a very boring matchup anyway. Anyway, I enjoyed this. You did too. And watch the video on stream. That's another really fun deck with Shrouded Fable. See y'all.